What's up, YouTube? So I decided to make a more in-depth video of the car running on megasquirt. Can't really see that because of sunlight, but yeah. So yeah, there goes megasquirt. Right now it's offline, keys off. That wiring mess, which is gonna be cleaned up once I'm done. Stock sucky ECU right there, and then there goes the megasquirt. So put the key on. Everything comes online. I need to get an air fuel ratio gauge because right now it thinks it's at 710, which is like super rich. I need to adjust the coolant gauge because that's off on there. I can tell because the temp gauge is working perfectly fine, and the temp gauge has a direct signal from the coolant temp sensor. So I have to adjust. I heard from somebody I could adjust that or something, or I might have to add in a GM sensor, but that's good. So I'm just gonna start it up real quick. It is kind of running a tad bit rich still because I'm pretty sure about that, but not enough to hurt it. So here I go. Set this aside, but you can see everything's good. Kind of idling high. I'm still messing around with the idle control valve settings, but there she goes running a megasquirt. Yeah, but so far so good. It does have adjusted rev limit to 72,000, which is pretty cool. Put on there by the last owner. Still idling kind of high. I really have to adjust that idle speed, but other than that, it's doing good actually. And let me turn this off now. But yeah, this has a lot of features that I could use. Let me put the laptop back in my lap. It has a lot of features I could use, like boost control, which I got wired in, so I can be able to in the settings, which is nice. They have this thing called flex / boost. You could switch that on, and it will up your boost based on ethanol content, which is pretty nice. It has overboost protection on here. It has yeah, but if I were to turn this on right here, and then I can decide if I want open or closed loop boost control. Closed loop is better, has more control. And there I go. I can turn this on, and this confused me for a while. It took me a second to understand, but over a certain percentage of like the TPMS, like how much you put it in, it will read ethanol content on the boost controller, like y-axis. So usually you set that to around like 20-30, which I gotta still set up, and then you can go to let me close that. You can go to boost control and boost target table. And okay, so on here, on this target table, instead of it after 20% throttle, instead of it doing throttle precision for boost, it will do ethanol content, which is nice. So that will help a lot. Can make more power safely than on pump gas. There's a few other cool features on here, like the general settings on here, where you could set the engine displacement, your injector size. Yeah, the cool thing about this is you could adjust the injector size on here, and it will adjust your whole fuel table a tiny bit, so it'll be closer to what you need. You still have to make adjustment, but not as big as an adjustment versus not having that.
Put that slow car to rest, nigga.
There you
Slow
go.
vehicle.